Hello, everybody, and welcome to the magnificent 7th episode of Hang 10 with Quinn. Unlike the Almighty, we do not rest on the 7th, we push forward. Speaking of pushing forward, this is for this foreseeable future, the last episode of Hang 10 here in California, in Northern California. I am leaving and returning to Hawaii, to the Aina, on Wednesday to start my 2-week quarantine at the luxurious Aqua Palms Hotel in Waikiki. 2 weeks in a hotel room. Saigon. Back in Saigon again. Not quite. But it should be an experience. I have zero idea on what or how I'm going to be spending my time. I imagine it will be divvied up between Amazon Prime, Brazzers, and whatever piece of literature I have on my person at the time. I'm split between rereading A Song of Ice and Fire, which for the uninitiated is Game of Thrones, or reading H.P. Lovecraft's Beyond Arkham, which is a collection of his works. I'm unsure. But what I am sure of is the amount of anxiety I have leaving. I hate traveling via flight. I cannot stand it. Crippling, immobilizing, and anxiety. And I've done it too many times. I'm over it. I'm over riding in the Great Pringles can in the sky. It's been just reflecting since I left Hawaii in the beginning of April. Reflecting on my my time back in California for this pandemic. I'm not even sure, what adjective or noun could be used to describe it. It was like a pseudo quarantine. It was like a kind of like an encampment. Like you go to the zoo, you see lions, you see chimpanzees, and they're in the I don't even know if I'm using the right word. Encampment? Is encampment the right word here? Entanglement? I've been caught in a corona. I was caught in the corona entanglement here in California, and for the last few months, and I'm glad to be rid of it. Quite honestly, I don't know if remaining in California on the mainland is the wise thing to do during a global pandemic. It just seems like here that it's so much more divisive here. There's a lack of unity. It's almost too tribal. I guess that's the benefit of living geographically on an island. Is the force-spaced, small spaces forced everyone to be inclusive. While here, on the other hand, I feel things are massively more tribal, and it's been utterly depressing. It's been utterly depressing. The media, the news, wonk, just weighing down on me. I'm excited to leave, excited to leave this place. I'm not excited to leave my family, of course, but very excited to leave this place. Northern California. Now's not the right time for us. We need a break. Looking forward, though, into the incoming semester. It's going to be weird, man. It's going to be weird. The way the University of Hawaii has set things up, to adjust to the coronavirus times. Teaching in class, but but isolated and in kind of like a bank teller's desk. How bank tellers are surrounded by glass. It's pretty much where we're going to be sitting at. Our desks now will resemble that of a bank teller's. Small price to pay, ultimately, but I mean, it is what it is. Who knows? Other than that, I wish I had more for you guys. I really don't. Last few weeks have kind of melded into each other. Here's one thing: quit my job at the UPS store, short-lived as it was. And you know what? I'm really not too upset. I'm not upset at all, actually. Yeah, I spoke to Marco how I had underestimated the soul-crushing effect of retail when I jumped back into this position. And in the 3 short weeks that I worked there, and it's so clearly evident, it is absolutely demoralizing. In the last week, we had 2 people come into the store and throw absolute fits about not about being approached to wear a mask in our place of business. Absolute fits. And it was just a complete conflict where these 2 people were so dug into their position that it is my right. I will not wear a mask. This is the thing. This is the thing that I've come out with from my time in retail, is how fucking stupid consumers are, that they believe that there's such a thing as consumer rights. There's no such thing as consumer rights. And to further expound on it, the customer is never right. What hubris. This is what always blows my mind every time someone comes into a place of retail with a hubris of thinking, I know, well, why isn't X doing Y? Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't all the grocery carts over here? I know how this should be done. The customer's always right. Yada, yada, yada. Jerk, jerk, jerk. Bunch of bullshit. The customer is never right. The customer is there to extract whatever he or she wants at the most minimal cost. And understandably so. But it's demoralizing. It's a type of jail. It's a type of jail. Redundancy is a type of jail. Anything done in repetition to the point of redundancy is a type of jail. It's a type of quarantine. So, take that what you will. Other things going on, not an incredible amount. In the world of politics, we are still waiting for some sort of stimulus relief package. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm pretty confident. My assumption is that it will get done. My fear is that it will be a little too late and not nearly enough to remedy the damage that has been done by poor leadership from the top all the way down, man. So who knows? Who knows? I think we'll get a relief package. Who knows how relieving it will be. In the world of sports, and the only sports we care about, which is mixed martial arts, on Saturday night, fight night, Derek Brunson finished Edmund Shabazian to secure his place on the middleweight ladder. Edmund Shabazian, for those of you who are balls deep in MMA, know him as Ronda Rousey's judo dummy from 10 years ago. Um, this dude has been in the game for a while. He was a real hot prospect. He was undefeated. And Derek Brunson really showed his experience and his veteran grit in there and got him out of there. So we'll see what happens next with Derek Brunson. I don't think we talked about it, but Robert Whitaker also got it done against Darren Till. We'll see where Robert Whitaker goes from here. Psych, we know where Robert Whitaker is going. Robert Whitaker is turning around on short notice and taking on Jared Cannonier in what will undoubtedly be a number one contenders match. Robert Whitaker taking the hard road back to Israel Adesanya. I love it. With that being said, think I'm going to roll on out of here, guys. The last episode in Northern California. Next week, when you hear from me, I'll be coming to you from the Aqua Palms Hotel in Waikiki. And what I will also be providing you will be our first definitive movie list. I've been thinking about this and I want to break it down via genre. I haven't decided what genre we will be doing for next Monday's Hang 10. Kind of thinking either horror or Western. I haven't decided yet. But my top 5 film recommendations in either the horror or Western genre will be available to you next week. I think it will be a good time. Anyway, guys, I hope you've had a blessed week. And I hope you have a blessed week going forward. That's it. Go in peace, you creepy motherfuckers. And I will see you next week. Adios.